Everyone, it's day 56 and today I have April 28 newspaper. This is Sunday's edition, so there are no important article in the Indian Express newspaper, and there are few important articles over the Hindu, so I will covering the Hindu today. And one important article is on the page science, which is on page number 11, and two important articles over the page 12, that is a FAQ, frequently asked questions. So the article is about the senior citizen and extreme climate, and in the science, rocks with evidence of the earth's magnetic field discovered. So let us see what this article is say. So geologists at MIT, Oxford University, have found ancient rocks in Greenland that bear the oldest remnant of the earth's early magnetic field. The researcher determined that the rocks are about 3.7 billion years old and retain signatures of a magnetic field with a strength of at least 15 microtesla. The ancient field is similar in magnitude to the Earth's magnetic field today. The result of the study, published in the Journal of the Geophysical Research, represents some of the earliest evidence of the magnetic field surrounding the Earth. Previous studies have shown evidence for a magnetic field on Earth that is at least 3.5 billion years old. The new study is extending the magnetic field's lifetime by another 200 million years. If the Earth's magnetic field was around a few hundred million years earlier, it could have played a critical role in making the planet habitable. Benjamin Wiss have with from the Department of Earth Atmospheric Planetary Sciences at MIT, and one of the authors told MIT News. So, what is magnetic shield? Scientists suspected that early in its evolution, the Earth was able to foster life in part due to early magnetic field that was strong enough to retain a life-sustaining atmosphere and simultaneously shield the planet from damaging solar radiation. Exactly how early and robust this magnetic shield was not shown. Though there has been evidence during its existence to about 3.5 billion years ago, the objective of the researchers was to find rocks that still held signatures of the Earth's magnetic field when the rocks first formed. To get to the rocks that were hopefully preserved and unaltered since the original deposition, the team sampled from the rock formation in the Isua supracrustal belt in the southwestern Greenland. So the team returned to the MIT with the whole rock samples of banded iron formations, a rock type that appears as stripes of iron rich and silica rich rock. Given their composition, the researcher suspect the rocks were originally formed in primordial oceans prior to the rise of atmospheric oxygen around 2.5 billion years ago. They used uranium to lead ratio and found that some of the magnetized minerals were likely about 3.7 billion years old. Though through this careful process of remagnetization, the team concluded that the rocks likely harbored an ancient 3.7 billion years old magnetic field with a magnitude of at least 15 microtesla. Today, the Earth magnetic field measures around 30 microtesla. Okay, so this was about paleomagnetism. This is phenomena is called. So let us read this article, which is talking about the will new insurance rules help senior citizen. And this article was in Indian Express from past few years, and I haven't covered this. Let us see. So, what is the change in the upper age limit to avail health cover? What has the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India said about designing products for senior citizen? Will all types of existing medical conditions be accepted? So, let us see. The IRDA of India Insurance Product Regulations 2024 came into force on April 1, introduced as a part of wider reforms agenda that the IRDAI has been actively pushing for in recent months. The new norms covering various aspects of life, general and health insurance have generated considerable interest, particularly around a presumed change in the upper age limit to avail a new health cover. So, what do the new regulations address? The keenly watched new regulations are intended to enable provisions for insurers to respond faster to emerging market needs, improve ease of doing business, and enhance insurance penetration while ensuring protection of policyholders' interest. The last objective is sought to be achieved by encouraging insurers to conform to good governance while designing and pricing their products. Specific to health insurance, the new norms are important. For instance, in reducing the specific waiting period from 4 years to 3 years, what this what this means is a reduced wait time. and from the time the policy is purchased to get insurance cover for specified disease treatment except due to an accident. As per the new norms, on completion of the waiting period, disease treatment will be covered provided the policy has been renewed without any break. So the time frame for defining pre-existing disease has also been set to 3 years in the new regulations. So pre-existing disease refers to any health condition, ailment, injury or disease diagnosed by a physician not more than 3 years prior to the commencement of the policy, or for which medical advice or treatment was recommended or received from a physician not more than 3 years prior to the date of policy issue. So Ayush treatment coverage is another aspect emphasized in the new norms, mandating a board approved policy for the insurers. The regulator wants insurance companies to treat Ayush on par with other treatment options. The previous regulation, which was in force till March 31, 2024, said all insurers may endeavor to provide coverage for one or more system covered under Ayush treatment, provided the treatment has been undergone in the hospitals or healthcare facilities subject to the guidelines as may be specified by the authorities from time to time. The regulator has also advised insurers against denying renewal of a health insurance policy on the ground that the insured had made a claim or had made a claim or claims in the preceding policy years, except for benefit based policies where the policy terminates following payments of the benefit covered under the policy, such as in case of the critical illness policy. So, what changes are relevant to senior citizens? So, the April 1 notification attempts to broaden the insurance coverage from a demographic perspective, broadly in line with the IRDAI's Insurance for All by 2047 goal. So, in contrast, the Health Insurance Regulation 2016 on entry and exit page stipulated that all health insurance policies shall ordinarily provide for an entry age of at least up to 65 years. In other words, under the previous regulations, health insurers could not deny cover to those aged up to 65. This, however, does not mean that all insurers were hitherto averse to providing health cover to those aged above 65 years. So, Siddharth Singhal, business head health insurance at policybazar.com, listed 9 policies offered by different health insurers, where the maximum entry age is 99 years, and 5 policies where the maximum entry age is 75 years. So, the new regulations have also asked insurers to establish a separate channel to address health insurance related claims and grievance for the senior citizen. So, how are insurance companies likely to respond to the new regulation? Since it is more of a nudge from the IRDAI, many general insurers dealing in health insurance as well as standalone health insurers are likely to wait and watch, while some may start work on new products for those above 65. So industry officials expect health insurers to over time reformulate their products by resetting the maximum entry age to 99 years. So Hari Radhakrishnan, regional director, first policy insurance brokers, observed that there had been no explicit age restriction in the previous regulations either. So every health insurance product has a minimum and maximum entry age, he noted, adding that the earlier regulations had a provision whereby the maximum entry age needed to be at least 65 years. Now that provision has to be dropped, and so insurers are free to fix their minimum and maximum entry ages. So, how significant are the changes? So, while measures to enhance access are indeed welcome, affordability or the ability to pay premium is crucial for senior citizens in terms of opting for health insurance, especially at a time when they require the cover most. So IRDAI, which does not interfere with the pricing of the health products, has in the new regulation said the premium shall remain unchanged for the policy term. Insurers may offer facility of premium payment in installments, also device mechanism or incentives to reward policyholders for early entry, continued renewals, favorable claims, experience, preventive and wellness habits, and disclose upfront such mechanism or incentives in the prospectus of the and the policy document. So, in terms of buying health insurance, earlier the better is something that those seeking cover should ideally keep in mind. Underscored Amitabh Jain, COO at Star Health and Allied Insurance, which is among the few companies that already provide health insurance to those above 65 at the time of entry. Buying a policy early provides comprehensive coverage, especially at the risk of ailments increases with the age. Insured customers who develop ailments like cancer and cardiac conditions are covered without an increase in premium and with guaranteed policy renewal. However, without insurance and an increased risk of hospitalization as you age, the risk needs to be priced into premium. He explained, acknowledging the importance of affordability of the premium as being key consideration for many customer policy bazaars. Mr. Singhal said health insurance policies were increasingly becoming modular with varying features depending on paying capacity of customer. Also, buying health cover young would mean less waiting period. So Mr. Radhakrishnan said the changes give plenty to latitude to insurers to develop products for various demographic segments. The ability to develop products with better features and affordability will ultimately to a large extent depends on factors like disease incident and medical inflation, he observed. So there was another important article regarding the how do extreme climate events impact Asia. So this report was given by World Meteorological Organization. So that is all we need to know. Although we have covered this topic in the Indian Express in the previous editions also. So today is Sunday, and there are not that many important articles on Sunday's edition. So for few important articles tomorrow, we'll meet tomorrow. So till then,